at you. It's plain to see you have the grace of an angel and the beauty of a dove. But now there's a girl staring back at me. She just can't see what I see.
And tonight we're joined by Jamie Alimorad from New York City, and he's not in New York tonight. He's a good friend through the screen. He's in Nashville, Tennessee tonight. When we first met Jamie, when he first came into the show a while back, his song Beautiful was just topping over 1 million hits on YouTube. Today it's over 1 million and climbing, over 2 million, excuse me. Yeah. So we know that someone out there seems to love his music. Jamie now has a new music video showcasing on YouTube to follow this one up. It seems to be just as popular as the one on the rise as well, with his latest called Crawling Back to Me, featuring a stalker girlfriend played by Jenna Finn. I was out looking at her stuff today, and she's got some good stuff out there. Jamie has been out on the road with his Whirlwind Summer Tour that will be closing out on Saturday the 23rd in Nashville. That's just a couple days away. At the Two Old Hippie Boutique on Music Row, a very cool little spot that he's found there to have a really quaint little ending to his tour. So they showcase artists out of their shop all the time. This looks like a great little place for Jamie to end his tour in Nashville like this. So Jamie, welcome back to the show, and congratulations on what looks like to be a great closeout to a lot of hard work putting this tour together. How you feeling, buddy?
I'm feeling great. It's been a travel day for me. So it's been a pretty whirlwind of a day, but a good one at that.
Very, very cool. So you're in Nashville tonight, and you're getting ready for this gig. Let's check it out. All right, you've already been out shopping.
My complimentary tourist handbook from the hotel. So I'm ready to go. Very
cool. Very cool. So we just opened with that big hit that you had on YouTube. You got over 2 million and climbing on Beautiful now. How's that make you feel?
That feels really good. I mean, that song is really special to me, really important to me, and to get the reaction that it has from people all over the world has been really touching. I mean, that's why you do it, you know, to get that sort of reaction from anybody for something creative that you put out there. It's humbling, and I love that song. So for people to jive with it as much as they have, it means a lot.
That's very cool. And that was off your album, Words Left Unsaid?
Correct.
Very cool. And then we've got a few other songs that we'll be playing a little bit as we go along here. But one of the songs is That's What She Said. And I noticed, I was previewing some of these songs that you sent me today, and That's What She Said, and I noticed a lot of studio magic in that one. So who helped you cut that, and how'd that come together?
Well, I fell in love with this software program called Omnisphere, which is a bunch of keyboard patches, and I'm a keyboard player. The first instrument I learned to play was piano, and I just wanted to go crazy with it. That song, I wanted to combine a lot of hard rock elements, but make it fresh. So I put in the dance vibe to it. And as I was exploring these patches from Omnisphere, I loved the spacey vibe that was coming out, and I played a synth bass on there, and I just went crazy on the keyboards. There's a ton of keyboard work on that song. So you know, I just wanted to do something a little bit different with it, because it's a different lyric too. You know,
right.
I mean, most people know that That's What She Said joke, and if you're hip to that, then if you read the lyrics, the song should be hilarious to you.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that is, then I wanted to be able to tell a story too. So, you know, you try and accomplish both, and I think it works pretty well. That song is really fun. I love doing it live. I can't wait to play it again in the next couple of days.
There we go. Let me go ahead and cue that up so the folks can hear what we're talking about a little bit, and we'll get that set up.
And the moment we met, you blew me away. You let me inside and you wanted me to stay. You tell me go slow, you don't wanna feel the pain. Every go round, you're driving me insane. There's a void inside of your soul. I want so bad to feel that. That's what she said. I want it all. That's what she said.
Sitting there thinking about it when I was listening to all the songs, and then thinking about how you come up with all this music and what you're doing. Your main instrument is the piano. Is that what you started playing?
Yeah, when I was 7, I started playing piano.
Very cool. So it makes it a whole different thing to be able to write music on a piano, I think, and that's kind of the whole baseboard of a lot of music is piano.
Pretty much. I mean, I didn't know it or understand it when I started getting into music theory from those early lessons, but I can be an arranger, and I would like to think I'm a pretty good arranger because of all the piano background that I have, and it makes it a lot easier because you get the full spectrum. You know, when you're playing on 88 keys, you can do a lot there, and it's right in front of you. You can see everything. So when you're arranging stuff, I think, okay, there's the bass down there, my vocals are in here, and I'm gonna want this guitar doing this octave and another one up there maybe, and then a pad, or if I wanted an orchestra in there.
You really get into it because you've been playing it so long, and it just kind of comes to you. It's really cool. Yeah. So you put this tour together. I keep saying it's a world. We're in summer tour. You know, you've done 6 gigs. You've been on the road the whole time. You've gone back to New York. What's been your itinerary?
It's been a lot of back and forth. We started doing stuff in June, and we did this private show in our rehearsal space, a loft space, if you will, and we filmed it, and we did a live video there, which is coming out, and we've been going back and forth. New York's been the home base for this summer, but there's been a couple of dates in New England, and I've done the stuff in New York and into PA, and now I'm down here in Nashville. But the stuff that's been happening in between the shows has made it more of a whirlwind for me, anyway, because I've been bouncing around, and it's been a lot of video work, and there's been a lot of songwriting sessions that I've had for myself, and conferencing with members of the new production team, and when we're going to do this, when we're going to do that, and it's just been trying to line everything up. So, I mean, the tour doesn't have a lot of actual performance dates, but the prep to get it off the ground takes a couple of months, and everything that I've been doing in between the shows has kept me really, really busy, and the shows have been great. I really loved the enthusiasm of the audiences, and it's the first time that I got to play in the Northeast, full band, turning up to 11 in 2 years, and to play a hometown show and go that long in between, it's kind of weird. I mean, the first date was in Cape Cod, and that was a little bit different, and it was myself playing piano or keyboard and guitar, and I had my guitarist with me, and we did it that way, and that was really fun. And the first full band show, besides the filming we did, was in Boston, and Boston is my second home because it's where I started. I was actually nervous going up on stage because I hadn't played Boston in 3 years, and I used to play Boston maybe 3 times a week when I was a student there, so it was weird going back there, but people have been just tremendous. And it's been a really great time, and now I'm down here in the Music City, and we have the show at Two Old Hippies on Saturday, but I'm gonna make the most of it while I'm here. And I've already seen a singer-songwriter showcase in the lobby of my hotel room. I watched these 3 great female singers.
Oh, cool!
Original songs and covers. There was a guy playing in the airport. Like, they had a stage and everything.
It's music is where you're at, man. You're in the heart of music.
It was really, really cool. So tomorrow, there's a couple of places I know are doing singer-songwriter circles, and I've reached out to a couple of places, and I'm going to try and get up on stage and do some stuff there. And then I'm just going to hit up Music Row and go in and out of every club. And
very cool.
If I can get pulled up on stage and sing whatever. I'll yodel, whatever. I mean, this is
there you go.
This is the place. I mean, I'm
great.
really, really, really excited to be here, and I haven't gotten too much leisure time today, but I was able to walk around the West End a bit, and I took myself on a tour of Vanderbilt University.
Very cool.
It's pretty cool here, and it's hot, and I love heat. It's really hot here. So
well, you're used to that humidity and all that back in New York, so it's kind of
but it's been cool. It's been a cool summer up there. I mean, in July we had some hot days, but it's mid and upper 90s here, and I'm loving every minute of it.
I love it. That's great. Living the life. When you're an artist, you work so hard to do what you're doing. You're trying to climb up the ladder to be able to get out there like you're doing on tour, and to get out there, that's got to be a neat thing. It makes your hair well,
Yeah, and you gotta enjoy yourself too. I'm here for a couple of days, I have one book date, but I can do a lot more while I'm here, and I can take in the sights too. So we have a big rehearsal tomorrow, and then we'll have some fun playing wherever we can, as a surprise thing.
Very
cool. And then do the full-on thing Saturday night. And if there's more stuff as we go into the wee hours in the morning, Saturday into Sunday, I'm going to go up on stage and do it all again. I mean,
there you go. Now, you say you're playing with a full band. How many people you got in your band?
There's going to be 4 of us. There's 4 of us on stage. So there's a lead guitar, bass, and drums. I'll play guitar on stage, and I play keyboard as well. But it depends on the song. There's a lot of times I'm just doing the whole front man thing. But it's been great to be jumping around on a lot of different instruments this tour, which last time I played on the East Coast, I wasn't doing it as much. I'm doing it a lot more this time around, which has been really cool. It's a different experience for me, and it's a different experience for the audience, and so far so good. So again, I'm excited to continue it, and for this leg of the tour, do it one more time.
There you go. Talking about your YouTube video that you got, your new one, Crawling Back to Me.
Yeah.
The whole theme of that song and everything, it was about this stalker girlfriend that's chasing you all over with, and the storyline on that was just great. I mean, it's got a lot of feel to it. Besides, a good quality song and everything. It's putting together a video like that must be a neat experience. How's that? This is your second one that looks like it's taken off for you. How is that working on set and doing that? And how does that all come together?
It was a really cool experience because I got together with a local film crew. Excuse me. They're from the next town over, and it's just from people I knew from growing up, and like, well, let's get a crew together, see if we can do this. Then the band that is featured in the video, the guitarist is my full-time guitarist, but the bass player and the drummer in that video are guys I went to high school with that I used to just play music with, and I still hang out with today. So that's another hometown connection in there. And the third is all those extras, people I went to high school with. They're all marching band kids, or they were in chorus, and it's everybody together. And all those guys have been really supportive from day one of me pursuing this. And I said, come on, you should get in on it, and let's have a pool party at the same time, and you get on camera. They said, hell yeah.
The chemistry with that is really neat. It makes it, all your friends, people.
It's awesome. And Jenna's from my home county, but I didn't know her until I went to school. We went to Northeastern together. And we didn't see each other that much, even though all of our classes were basically in the same building. She was a theater major and music. She's on the first floor of the building. I was on the 3rd and 4th floor most of the time. But she does a lot of stuff on stage. So for this character, the lyric is very cartoony. Everything is just over the top. Right. I knew she could do that performance and give it justice.
There you go.
She was a real trooper throughout that film. I mean, we made her fall off fences. She had
I saw that.
I kicked her into the pool, and I mean, there's all this stuff and we had to, like the pool thing. You get one shot. It's got to be good. By the time she dries off, and we have to redo makeup, I mean, it's 3 hours later, So,
yeah, exactly.
She nailed it, and I was really happy to be able to bring together pretty much my upbringing in one video, like all the people that have been really important to me from a friend perspective into a shoot. So it was a lot of fun. And a lot of people be quick to point out the chickens that are featured in the video.
Yeah, don't kill chickens. What happened with that?
No, we saved those chickens. The director of photography came up to me and said, Jamie, what do you think of chickens in your video? I thought maybe he meant rubber chickens. I thought maybe he was talking about barbecue because it's a pool party. I wasn't really sure where he was going with this. The very next day, this girl comes with a box, and I said, "Hi, can I help you?" And she goes, "Well, I'm the chicken girl." Oh, okay. And then she holds this box in front of me, and I look in, and I see this eye. Like, right there, like, holy crap, that's a real chicken.
Yeah.
And there were two of them. One was really friendly. The other one was a total bitch and was not very friendly.
So you had your first experience working with animals on the set.
Yes. But I'm very happy to say, because I asked eventually, where the hell did you get these chickens from? And they went to a halal in the Bronx.
Right.
And asked, can I have 2 chickens, please? And the guy took out his cleaver and everything. He was ready to chop off its head. They're like, no, we want it alive. I'm like, oh, okay, here you go. So I said, when it was over, like, what are we going to do with these chickens? Is there anybody we can give them to? And we found a chicken farm and donated the chickens. So they're off doing their chicken thing. And
very cool. Laying a few more eggs.
They were spared somewhat as being someone's lunch or dinner that day, but it was fun, and I got to sing to a chicken. I mean, who doesn't love that?
Very cool. Your little boutique, the shop that you found to do your gig in, how did you hook up with them? Did you guys just make phone calls and keep scouring, or
it came through a mutual contact, and the music was passed along, and it happened really quickly. It was the first date that was booked for the summer show and summer shows, and they've been nothing but supportive and really, really warm. Everybody at Two Old Hippies on the staff has been, what can we do to make this the best experience you could possibly have? Mm-hmm. And it's been phenomenal, and I'm happy to say that we're going to be recording a live album from this performance.
Very cool.
So
Very cool.
I get to work with a great engineer that I met a couple years ago at one of my first, on the road experiences. I played at the Millennium Music Conference for the first time in 2011, and the first person I met was a guy named Mark Frigo, and he used to have a studio in the suburbs of Philadelphia, and now he's relocated to Nashville. And once I got this show booked, I called him up and I said, "Mark, can we do a live album?" And he thought about it, and he said, yes, we can, and we're doing it. So it'll be, because I've been writing a lot, and I want to get a new album out there, but there's a lot that goes on, and you're trying to figure out when you can get the new music out there. So in the
we dropped on me. It looks like we have lost Jamie, and hopefully he will be back. We will see him in a few minutes. You know how the technology is. Sometimes things like this happen. We're going to be talking a little bit more and closing out the show with one of his songs here pretty quick, but I want to give him the chance to get back in here. While I've got you, if you're out there watching right now, you know that we have been basically slowly but surely building what we've got to build towards our the Music Pulse platform. We've got some really neat relationships that have been happening in the last few weeks. We've got some cameras, lighting, some other things that are coming together with a videographer that we're putting together. There's a lot of neat things that we have planned. But if most of you that do know me and know me through the net and have a little bit more personal relationship, you also know that I work a full-time job. So I work a job with a heavy schedule, and that causes me not to be able to sit at home and do this 24/7 and get as much momentum and as much flow through as I'd like to. That's going to change in a few months, and you'll see me out there, and you'll see a lot more change in my marketing towards the Music Pulse. Right now, I've got my marketing. It started from Mark Farashi, started from my profile that I kind of link. So everything I post kind of goes to Mark Farashi on Facebook, and I don't have any real heavy substance on the internet for the Music Pulse other than what's on Google+. And that will change. We'll have branding for the Music Pulse on all platforms, and we'll make a dedicated effort to separate a little bit more my persona and who I am as Mark Farashi versus the brand, and that will be coming. Let me see if I can find out where Jamie is at. Give me a second here, and if he comes back in, hopefully we'll get to him. And give me a second here. And if not, we will have to bow out, I suppose. Give me 1 second here. So we'll try to pick him back up. There he is. He'll be coming back in, I hope. Let's see if we can get him back in. All right, he's coming back in, folks. What do they say that in showbiz, and the guy's off screen going, stretch, 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 stretch. Oh, he's back.
Here.
There he is.
We're here. We're here. I told you, man. I've been having my difficulty with the technology in this room, but we're making it work.
Well, you are here. You are back. Hey, you were a little late tonight. You had on a phone call. Can you talk about that, or you got to?
Yeah, I can't go into too much detail yet because there's some other stuff going on. But I was late tonight because I was having a chat with someone over from CBS Radio.
Very cool. That's all I need to hear. That's okay. We understand showbiz. We want to know.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect on being tardy. I hate tardiness. So, but it was one of those things where it's like, man, I can't tell this guy to stop talking, but I really need to go. It was really, really tough because there's a show that's going to be coming. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's giving me the details, but I got another show.
This is CBS. I can't cut him off. No.
Yeah. So I mean, again, I apologize for that. I'm sorry to keep everybody waiting, but hopefully I'm making up for it. Of course, then my internet craps out on me. So
Yeah, but you're back in the room. A lot of the folks that are watching are actually people that do hangouts on air and that kind of thing. We're all listening to the platform, so we're familiar with it. All
right, cool.
So back to our little discussion, and I wanted to talk about your song "Someday Somewhere."
Oh, okay.
I noticed a lot of strings in that. Now, did you just mix the strings in there? Was there a live band playing that one?
No, that's me on keyboard again.
Oh, that's you on keyboard. Yeah, so you're a master at this.
I wish I could hire an orchestra. I mean, that'd be, even if it was a quartet or something, that'd be really cool. But I was going crazy with all the patches that I had at my disposal.
Yeah.
And Someday Somewhere is a somewhat different song for me, and it has a little bit of a modern country vibe to it as well, which is a big reason why I'm excited to play it in Nashville in the next couple of days. But I wanted to do something lush, something in there to fill that space, and I love strings. I absolutely love strings. So I explored with it and explored with the voicings, and I've done it before. I did a big string arrangement on She Is as well. So it was nice to get back into it, especially to do something that is more on the natural side, whereas a lot of the songs I do the oscillator type keyboard stuff and synthesize stuff. So to do the pad and arrange the strings and program it that way was really nice.
That was Joel. I was giving him heck. I says, "This is showbiz. Where's Jamie?" And that was with that little ding. So I just told him, "Don't ding me back. We're live." It's all good. So Somebody Somewhere. The other thing that I caught on that song as I was playing that, we're going to play that out of the room here in a couple of minutes. But the other thing that I noticed on that song was that the lyrics were pretty deep. Well, you're getting into some personal stuff there. I mean, that's pretty deep lyrics.
Yeah.
So
do you want a story?
Well, if you've got one, if you want to tell one.
There's certainly a little bit of story time in there. So at this point, anybody that's somewhat familiar about me and about my album Words Left Unsaid knows that it is about a relationship that I was in, and a lot of those songs I wrote while it was falling apart. It was one of those things where she had some stuff going on and happened to her that was really unfair, and it kind of made everything really strenuous, and we couldn't do it anymore. Well, I was visiting her. I was playing there, but I was also visiting her in Phoenix, and we were supposed to meet up. And it was the last day I was there before heading off to Vegas, which was my next date. And she told me she was on her way. So I came downstairs, hotel lobby, all that stuff, and I waited, and the minutes kept going by, and eventually hours passed. I'm like, what the heck is going on, man? I got worried that something might have happened on the way there, but it was one of those instances where she just couldn't bring herself to leave. She'd leave her home. She didn't want to deal with what we were going through.
Right.
So I went out by the pool, and we played 3 shows in Phoenix, and I was there for about a week. Became really friendly with the staff. And in the summer, nobody goes to Phoenix. It's really hot there. Spoiler alert, Phoenix is really hot. I mean, the low during the day was like 120 every day that we were there, and the low at night was like 97. I liked it because I'm crazy, but I think most normal people don't like that sort of thing. So we became I became really friendly with the hotel staff there, and the pool would close at 10 o'clock, but they'd always let us go after because nobody was there. So I was walking around the pool, and I was sitting there, and the stars were out. It was a beautiful night, and there was a little bit of a chill in the air, and by chill I mean 94 degrees. And I started thinking about everything that had happened, and I realized it just wasn't going to work.
Right.
And I'm a fan of West Side Story, so you know the correspondence is there, and I just thought of that. You know, they go into there's a place for us, and it continues, and I thought, well, what we had, it's there, you know, and maybe someday somewhere it could come back, but no matter what, at least we had something. And I can look back on it and smile, which is most important to me. But I literally just was walking around the pool, and I came up with that melody, and I had the lyrics, and I wrote them down into my phone and sang the melody into my phone, and the song just came out. That's another one that there's no edits. I mean, that's just pure raw emotion from that day. And you know, the next day when I got up and left town, it was one of those things. I don't really want to leave here, but God, get me the heck out of here because I can't be here another minute. You know, it's one of those sort of things. And I think it comes out in the vocals.
Yeah, it does. That's what it's very emotional. It's a good song. So you're going to be doing your gig in Nashville, and when you go back, what do you got planned on your music agenda when you get back with your tour and all this is ending as far as your tour gig?
There'll be a lot of video work coming. We're in post-production on a video I shot in LA a couple of months ago for That's What She Said, and this video is really hard to do. It's visual effect heavy, and I mean, we green screened it, and to get the artistic direction right is proving to be a pretty big challenge because I have a pretty specific idea that I want to have happen, and if we do it wrong, it's going to look really corny. So it's taking some time, and I'd rather it take time and put it out there and it sucks.
Sure.
So because I can't really be hands-on it right now, I said it's all right, just put it on the back burner. Give me something, give me updates, but then we can keep going. And after that, I'm teaming up again with Jordan Rennert from Respect Films, who did the music video for Beautiful, and we're going to do another one together.
Wow, very cool.
He filmed the live show we did at our rehearsal space that's coming in the next couple of weeks. I mean, it's pretty much done. What we're going to put out there, and we filmed some other things together for a commercial and a sizzle reel, and so it'll be getting into more video work. I'm continuing to write, and I have a lot of songs that I need to start demoing out and getting into arrangements because I'm itching to get back in the studio and do new music. And on top of that, we're doing the live album at Two Old Hippies, which is fantastic.
Very cool.
I can't wait to do it. I mean, it's another reason why I'm so psyched to play there because I've never done a live album. I mean, I've recorded live performances, but now we're doing it legit.
There you go. I love it because it's my friends through the screen little angle that I've got with all the artists that I've got, and I love to see an artist that's climbing up the ladder and doing what you're doing. We're going to get you back into the show again. We'll have plenty more to talk about next time you're in.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
That'd be great.
Well, good luck with your gig tomorrow night and
Thanks,
break your leg and all that sort of thing. If you need anything else, give me a yell. And your friends over at Two Old Hippies, I was talking with them. That's kind of why I mentioned it because I got the same vibe from them. They're very good people and a really neat little place. So I'm hoping to build up a little bit more of a relationship with them and get them on at Google Plus.
Definitely, they're growing. They're a hot commodity down here.
Yeah, and, that's cool.
I didn't get a chance to go over to the venue today. I'm hoping I can go by tomorrow to catch the show that's going on. And I have a good friend that played there last week, and he said it was phenomenal. And I can't wait to see it for myself. So we'll see it soon.
All right. I thank you very much for joining us. I'm going to play us out with Someday Somewhere.
Great. Thanks, Mark.
Have a good night.
It's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. But it's harder to feel that way when your love is gone. Never thought it would end.
That's the end of that. I must have touched something or whatever, but I'm just going to say goodnight to everybody and have a good night. And Jamie, where do they find your music? If they want to find your album, Words Left Unsaid, where will they find that?
You can find my music on iTunes, on Amazon. It's now on Pandora.
My big consuming question, and you know me by now, Rhapsody.
Oh, Rhapsody is there.
Oh, it's there? Okay, well, I'm going over to
check
it out.
It's on Spotify.
Very cool.
Pretty much, Bandcamp, anywhere that you can get music digitally, it's pretty much there. Radio, all the new services, it's definitely up. And you can keep up with me at jamiealimorad.com, facebook.com/jamiealimorad. My Twitter handle is, you guessed it, Jamie Alimorad. And I'm on every social media site you can find. I'm trying to with my Instagram. It's not. I know it's not a music platform, but I do like connecting with people, and since I've been traveling more frequently, I do like to get as many photos in there as possible. So
yeah, I'm gonna be posting some. Actually, tomorrow night when you do your gig, if you've got anybody with phones, try to get them to do some pictures and get it up on the events page, because those will go out to the people that signed up. So everybody that's out there will get to kind of follow. And if it's live, that's kind of a cool thing,
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, there should be some people there that would be able to do that. So
there you go.
Well,
I thank you very much again, and break a leg tomorrow night, and we will see everybody the next time on the Music Pulse, my show. Jamie, you have a good night. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Take care. Thanks, guys.
Yep.